audition this morning and the unthinkable happened. I parked right in front of the coffee shop I'm trying to go to because I love Alfred's on Melrose Place, but I'm in between and I have a couple hours between now and my acting class. So I'm in Studio City now, and I found a parking spot across the street and like, okay, that's it. You can't even see. Yeah, whoa, what up? Yep, there it is. Cool. So I found an Alfred that I haven't been to, so I want to go test it out because, yeah, that's what I do. So I'm gonna go celebrate that audition and have a good time and get really excited because, oh my, I think the meter's paid for too. No. What is my luck today? Okay, that's amazing. That is so cool. Like, I am thriving. This is great. Okay, let's. So that was fun. Yeah, I got my coffee. Really good. I got my Americano with a splash of oat milk, and it's ice, but with less ice. And there's cinnamon. So your girl's thriving, and I'm definitely going to be up all night now and have the extra energy to do so. So that's fun. I have a few things that I was planning on doing some work, and then I just decided I want to pick up kind of like a light, easy, quick dinner. You already know I'm heading to Trader Joe's because there is a favorite wrap. So I'm going to get that for dinner because I feel like that's just quick, easy. Don't have to spend a fortune on it. It'll be a good time. And then I'm going to head on over to a shopping plaza that I just found because I have some things to pick up at Target. I am completely out of like shampoo, conditioner, a version of soap for the like spraying down the shower. That's not fun information for anybody, but like it's great stuff. It's fantastic. So I need to pick up more of that and probably just spend some time there before heading over for the class, which is fun because being in this area, I love being here, but I only know of like Crave and now Alfred's, which is new, and like CBS is here, but I can't really do anything there. There's Universal, but you have to spend a fortune on parking, and then there's like more just like restaurants there and stuff. So I'm like, I don't know what else there is to do around here, so this is kind of forcing me to kind of find out what's around here, which is really cool. So that is my plan of the day. Pretty simple, pretty easy. It's been chill and it's kind of warm outside, so it's like not chilly in that aspect, but it's fun. So that's what's happening. Okay, I have really limited time, but I'm pretty shook because there is a cool store out in Burbank that I've never been to that I always wanted to, and it basically just takes all the auctions clothes from studios and movies and TV shows, and it just puts it back, so it's like a used vintage clothing store, but with like stuff that was used on sets, which is so cool because literally like the tape on the bottom to keep your shoes from making extra sound is still like there, and all the clothing you can kind of know what shows they're from too, which is super cool. So I found a dress I actually recognized from a show that I watched like a couple of years ago, and it was like kind of crazy, so I tried it on. It was just a little too small and I was like, okay, cool, whatever. Like, it was fun though. Like, this store is genuinely so cool, and I really want to find more of them because it was just so cool walking around and like seeing that it is clothing, but it was all used in shows, so that kind of makes it extra magical. I don't know, I think it's amazing. So that was a lot of fun. Now I get to go to my acting class, and that's my day. I love this. This is great. Okay, it's like deathly hot in here, so I'm gonna make this quick, but I just did something really scary. I don't know how I feel. I feel kind of good, but kind of like uncomfortable. Okay, here's the thing. I'm not exactly someone who is thriving with money at the moment, mostly just because like acting's a weird job, you know, and like I'm doing okay, but I'm also kind of still getting the hang of things. But there's so many opportunities coming up and everything, and I wanted a moment to like treat yourself because, you know, I am a little stingy with money sometimes, and I don't just buy big purchases ever, but I found that dress yesterday and I really love it, and it's a little small, but I'll fit it by the time because I'm just bloating a lot right now. So I got it, like it was on like a massive sale, like it was like half the discounted original price, so like it was a lot, and then it was less than a lot, and then like because of the sale I got for even less than that. So it's actually a pretty good deal, especially considering the dress, and like it's kind of perfect. I felt the need to do this. Like, I've been looking for the perfect, still kind of cute, but a little older dress for the upcoming film festival because I'm a semi-finalist, and like that's a really big deal. So I've been trying to find something, And then for like more reasons I can even begin to explain, I find this and I couldn't stop thinking about it. If you can't stop thinking about it, like you're gonna be so thankful if you just do this. I was like, I don't know. Okay, I'm uncomfortable, so I'm gonna go back now. Also, I like had to like refit my tires and everything because the air pressure is so hot, but then like when I drive back by the ocean, it gets so cold and like they're having a day. So I don't really know what's going on, but they're like, seriously, you're fine. It's like, am I though? So I think that's okay. But yeah, I'm just gonna head on back, pick up some groceries, and then literally go back, I guess, and prep for tomorrow. Here we go. Okay, so I just went to yoga. That's a thing, which I decided to do. So it was fun. It was like a dance yoga. It's pretty cool. And I get to head back. I actually just went to commercial for tomorrow, so it's gonna be a busy day and an early night. But yeah, we're thriving. I feel great. I need to do this more often. That's what I've learned. Like also my phone's going crazy, but sunset's so pretty and I love this. This is nice. Okay, so if you're like me and you see a sample and part of it is a little tiny little square of cheese at Trader Joe's, you're like, honestly, what harm can it do? Harm. Don't do that. Seriously, lactose intolerance is not a joke. So yeah, that was the first piece of real cheese I had in a while, and it was a bad idea because now I'm not feeling that great. But I did walk around for a bit. Super cute over here, big fan. I got Phil's because your girl needed coffee. I know I shouldn't keep spending money on coffee, but the truth of the matter is that I have a long drive back and it's going to be traffic. And I wanted something so bad, and I've been so exhausted. Like this is picking me up so much. Like I was half asleep for most of today. So we love that. Really, really good, and I haven't had Phil's in a long time, so I was like, you know what, it's going to happen. So I got the Phil's. It was great. Next up, I actually got my glasses adjusted because my nose pads were turning green, which sounds gross, but it's really just like when the oxygen hits, like moisture. I do wear these in the hot tub sometimes, so nobody's surprised, but I've been meaning to get that fits. So while I was getting fits, I had the nicest conversation with the lady who was fixing them at the Lens Crafters in Macy's, and she was just so cool, and we had just had like a really great talk about life and like everything. It was just great, so that was fun. Also, while I was walking around, I came to this great realization that 2 years ago, I was in New York City filming a movie. 1 year ago, like, and I'm saying down to like the day, the week, you know. 1 year ago, I was filming the rest of LA Mermaids and having one of the happiest, like, coolest weeks ever, and it was cool. And now I'm like, what is going on? And it's not that I've lost myself, because I totally haven't. I think the cool thing about this week, this year around, because like comparison sucks, honestly. When you start comparing your life, it's rough. But there's literally somebody walking right by. This is super odd. But ultimately, what I have actually learned is that you just have to find the good. Always find the good, okay? Like, this week isn't last year's this week, or the year before, or even the year before that. I'm honestly not sure exactly what happened the year before that around this time. I should double check that, but it doesn't matter. The point of the matter is I was feeling kind of weird about that, and I did let it get to me a bit, but then I realized, no. Like, this week is cool in its own right, because I think this is officially the first week that I feel comfortable enough in my career. I've never felt that, okay? I've always, like, being like, oh, I'm an actor, doing acting things. Like, I have gotten to this point where, like, this summer has made me realize how to really just kind of balance. And I'm not saying I am the perfectly balanced, happy being in the world. I'm definitely not. But what I am saying is that I have gotten a little used to whatever relative routine I have. Going to yoga yesterday made me feel like a boss. Like, it was so good. And I do want to keep taking at least one class like a week because I can. And I feel like it's nice to know that even though I spent heck of money on that dress, I'm also making the most amount of money I've ever made in my life right now. And I could afford that, which is weird. Like, not by much, but like I can. And that's weird to me. Like, it really, this entire world, like, I'm just so grateful and thankful for this life that I lead. And I know I say that pretty much every single time I open up this camera, and I'm sorry about that if that's annoying, but I'm just so happy with that. And even though sometimes it's easy to get caught up in thinking, oh my gosh, what am I doing? Or like there's definitely some like sadness to it. There's some loneliness. Like it's not all sunshine and rainbows 24/7. But like the series, I'm thinking will still happen. My short is actually premiering, like my first official premiere is for my own movie. What? Like what? And then like a few weeks after that, the movie that I was in is actually premiering officially in the States, which it already was in Italy. So, but you know, I'm not in Italy and I didn't make that trip. So long story short is, that's crazy. And I am feeling so good about where I am as a person, as an actor, as like just someone who understands. And even for the things that I don't understand how they're coming together, I trust that they are. And I have these crazy visions about things that are about to happen. And I'm telling you, by the end of this year, so much may change again. And I'm scared of change. I don't like change. Change sucks. But ultimately, I think I'm getting to a point where I'm really excited for that change too, because as scary as it is, it's also really exciting. And something's going to happen. I see the signs. I see so many. It's hard to explain, but like everything is meant to be. It's not always in the way that we expect, but isn't that what keeps life interesting? A thought. So yeah. Also, I don't even think I actually mentioned this. Today I was in a commercial. It was fun. I filmed a commercial and that's why I'm out here, and I can't talk much about it, but I'll definitely post about it once it's out and available because it was pretty cool and it's awesome. I got it really last second, so I had to change my plans a bit, but it's been super fun. So I'm gonna drive back now and yeah, it's going to be a fun drive, but I just want to talk about all that because that was exciting and cool and weird and awesome. And I feel like this is the first week. I feel like there's some sort of routine. There's some understanding on who I am and what is happening. There's an understanding about the future. There's a relative understanding about the past. It's just kind of like all blending together in a very nice, comfortable way. And I feel cozy about it. So that's nice. Hello and happy Friday. I honestly, like I had the gym this morning, actor's gym. Did you really think I went to a real gym? That's funny. Actually, I did do yoga the other day. I'm gonna keep saying that because I am feeling it, but like, yo, so good. Anyway, so I went to the actor's gym today. It was for a Geico commercial, like practice and stuff. It actually went super well. Like both times were just like, we killed it. It was great. It was a good time. So I feel really good about that. I really love how comfortable I'm starting to feel in my life. And I'm really realizing I've never felt this, especially towards acting. Like I've gone through such like an entire mind phase of craziness. I'm also getting a lot of emails in for self-tapes and potential bookings and like really cool things. And I'm just like, this still isn't me going full out to the level that I know I'm getting to. And I'm like there, you know, I feel so good. Everything's so together and I'm like, holy crap, this is my life. So yeah. That's fun. I was around the library for a little bit and now I get to go swap out my costumes for this weekend. But the thing is that I wanted to mention is that recently I've been, you know, feeling a little weird. And I think I kind of touched on this yesterday, but the thing that has extended from that is that happiness is rooted from within. And if you dwell on crap that like seriously just doesn't matter, like it's easy. And I'm someone who finds drama and I latch onto it because it's like fun and entertaining and I learn and I grow, but I'm also like, it gets toxic. It really does. So what I've learned is that happiness comes from within. You have to be happy for yourself. You have to just really see all the goodness and be so grateful and really enjoy it. I know I sound like really whimsical and stuff, but like I feel so good and so happy just for my own terms and so proud of where I am and where I'm going. And it's just a really good feeling that I think I need to celebrate more of and really just focus on that. Like, yeah. Anyway, sorry, that was crazy, but like I'm so proud of where I'm at and it's so different from where I've ever been, but I love it. And I think that's like ultimately a really amazing thing and I need to cherish that more. So that's fun. That's why I'm like, I'm kind of like dressed up. I'm kind of just like having a yay me kind of oh happy day, you know, and feeling really cool about it and really just letting myself just like let everything else go and just feeling happy and grateful for this world. You know, it's a day, but yeah, it's nice to feel this happiness because I didn't expect that this week, so here we are. On an unrelated note, I actually do have to swap out the costumes, but before I go, Taylor Swift dropped a new album last night, but I was listening to it in the car today, and honestly, like, I feel like I didn't care for her music when I was younger, but now I'm just like big mood. Yeah, and there's such variety, so like, not saying I'm a fan, but also like we're bopping, okay? And then I just like, I'm gonna listen to this new album, and wow, hitting in the feels, but also like genuinely I'm here for it. Like, it has like the exact vibe of what I'm going through right now in a way. It has that feeling of, you know, just kind of like getting through craziness and really just establishing that you can feel feelings, and that's good and that's healthy and that's fun, but it's also like, let it go, enjoy life, live your life. There was one song in particular, which if I can find my phone, I'm gonna let you know what it was, because oh my gosh, I listened to it a couple times over because I was a big fan. What is it? 1 minute. It's going to take a minute. Why is it taking forever? Okay, hold up. What was it? Daylight. Love that song. If you haven't heard it, you should. It was one of those songs that like I was listening to it and it hits the notes the way that I really like, but it also just kind of like gave me this feeling of everything is okay and things will change, things are emotional. All of these things do exist, but ultimately, like, it's about being happy, it's about feeling good, it's about knowing that everything that's meant to be will be in the best way possible, and sometimes it's not what we expect, and that's okay, but it is still amazing. And if you just see the goodness in everything, doing great. So that's where we're at right now. I also had a really good coffee this morning with oat milk that I made, and I'm thriving and all that goodness. So yeah. So I just went and got drinks and vanilla Mexican food with Brenna. We got up, but talked about life. It was fun. Super quiet here, minus the sprinklers. But yeah, it was fun. And then I just got so full. So I decided I was just going to go for a little walk. I'm not surprised. I was wondering if I was going to do this today, and here we are. So here we are. So yeah, just taking a little walk. I feel good about it. My party's not until later on tomorrow, but I still have to drive there and go through. Okay, note to self, do not walk at this hour with the sprinklers. It'll lodge rust. Like, what am I doing? I don't even know, but I felt the need. So here we are, and it's nice, it's peaceful. I'm actually so tired. Like, I've not as productive as I thought, but earlier today I was just so happy, and I still feel that happiness, but it's like, I don't know, it's weird. Like, it's move-in weekend on campus, and it's weird that that's like not me. Like, I feel my life changing around, and I know I keep saying that, and the funny thing is I'm not a fan of change. I never have been. It freaks me out a lot. I mean, who is really? But I see everything coming together, and as scary as that is, like, I'm excited about it. So yeah, so I thought I'd take a minute, walk around, be a little reflective, and kind of just enjoy this, because I'm happy with that, you know? Like, I'm happy with the fact that everything does work out the way that it's supposed to. So here we are, making the most out of it and walking around at like 11 o'clock at night, because it's been a hot second, but it's so quiet and peaceful. I was like, gotta do what you gotta do. So yeah. Oh, hey, so yeah, today is a pretty cool pumping day, and